An interesting question both to artists and viewers of art is always, what is the function of art? And a few theories that I quite like, the first one being the canary in the coal mine. As soon as poisonous gases are emitted or present in the coal mine, that canaries are the first ones to pick it up. They're the first ones to give the alarm. The artists are the same in society. When there are things wrong, they are the first ones that start screaming and painting horrible things and doing things to put people's attention that there is some kind of a problem. Another theory that I really like comes from one of Kurt Vonnegut's books. The function of the artist is to reflect what the eyes, the ears, the feelings, the senses of the creator of the universe is experiencing in this moment. Another function of the artist, I would say, is channeling new images, ways of looking at old things, using the technologies available in the moment. And as the Southern African Bushman would say, there's a dream dreaming us. In that way, one of the things that artists do is they go down into the unconscious mind and allow images to surface and then to be projected out. In a way, we create our worlds through our imagination by imagining what is happening and how things, the reality that we project onto the world, in a way, that's what we see is in the world. To me, art has a lot to do with becoming more and more aware, being able to see more, hear more, and feel more in this moment. We live in a world where so many people are, their attention is caught in their cell phone or their smart whatever. And actually the question to me is really, how much more present are you prepared to be? At some point during the Second World War, a German officer came into Picasso's studio while he was painting the Guernica painting, the big anti-war painting that Picasso made. And this German said to Picasso, "Did you make this?" And Picasso said, "No, you made this." So many people don't like distortion in modern art. Another little classic story was that after the Second World War, a US Marine came into Picasso's studio and looked around and said to Picasso, "No, I don't like this kind of stuff at all." And then Picasso said to him, "Well, what do you like?" And he said, "I like reality." And Picasso said, "Well, what do you mean?" And the Marine took out his wallet and there was a small black and white photograph of his beloved. And he showed this to Picasso and he said to Picasso, "This is reality, this is what I like." And Picasso said to him, "Ah, she's very small and she's black and white." The mind has three basic sensory channels, inputs, that we could say that the mind gets visual information from the environment, it gets auditory information from the environment, and it gets kinesthetic information from the environment. It gets smells, tastes and feelings, the position of your back, the position of your legs over each other, your feet on the floor. And each of these channels kind of have a state of mind connected to them. Like when we go to a symphony, a classical symphony concert, you might want to close your eyes to really hear. And when you're really looking, everything else falls away. The arts are also very clear channels for expression. Through the visual arts, for instance, you can express what you're thinking and feeling, and somebody else who speaks a completely different language can actually take that information, that expression in, and get a sense of not only what you're showing out there, but how you are feeling and what is coming up from your unconscious mind that needs to be shown. And how does that make them feel? And what information does that feeling then stimulate in their logical minds? What new directions might be opened up, or things closed, doors closed that need to be closed, for instance. So art is an expression from one soul to another. It's a form of communication. It's a form of sending information out there, and then information being received back by people responding to your artworks. You could say that if you have science is the left side of the mind, the left brain looking at the world, and art is the right brain looking at the world. And we need as many different angles to look at the world. In a way, science is the masculine, what can we do to the world viewpoint, whereas art is the feminine, what can the world do to me kind of attitude. We live in a world with so much potential now. There's so much technology and so much wisdom that we have accumulated, and possibly now we can start utilizing this technology and wisdom, this information. I believe that the arts have a capacity to bring out and to fulfill people in absolutely magical ways.